Good to have you with us in this edition of the Urban Debate. Viewers, today was phase 1 of polling in the first big election that's being held since the pandemic hit us. In our lives in the COVID era, Bihar elections are one of its kind and the first of its kind that we are witnessing, and it's been an interesting experience so far. The elaborate setup, the norms that have been brought in place, the several violations of these norms as rallies swell in size and everybody forgets about social distancing. But let's talk a little bit more about the politics of it. Let's talk a little bit more about what the voters have been talking so far, about the issues and the controversies. Today, on day one on the phase 1 of Bihar polls, about 71 constituencies saw polling. As of 6 p.m., EC says they've recorded nearly 54% voter turnout, which frankly is pretty good. There were many fears that because of coronavirus and the fear of the pandemic, voters may not turn up to cast their ballot. But if you compare it to the past voter turnout percentages, it's largely in line with that. And the Election Commission actually says that this is a response to all of those who questioned our decision about holding elections in the middle of the pandemic. War of words continues, and that's what we're going to focus on today. Campaigning for phase 2 when phase 3 has started. From Prime Minister Modi to Rahul Gandhi and all the other big leaders from the state of Bihar were actively campaigning even today. One of the key talking points has become whether Chirag Paswan will become a key factor, with two sides alleging he is the B team for the other one, B team for Mahagathbandhan or B team for BJP. The other key talking point, of course, has been Nitish Kumar, and whether Nitish Kumar has ended up becoming an asset or a liability for the NDA this election. Then, in the middle of this, just a day before polling, we saw chaos and violence and firing unfold in Munger that turned into a big political fight as well today. We will talk about all of these issues over the next 1 hour. But first up, I want to bring across few voices that we got from polling day 1 in COVID times.
दिमाग में ये 35 साल से राज कर करके गया का गांधी मैदान का पार्क नहीं बना, गांधी मैदान फील्ड नहीं बना, कुछ भी नहीं विकास हुआ। क्या विकास के नाम पर आदमी वोट डालता है, कोई फायदा नहीं है। फायदा आदमी को क्या होना चाहिए, कम से कम एक पार्क होना चाहिए, कम से कम गांधी मैदान स्टेडियम बनना चाहिए, कुछ भी नहीं है। सरकार में जो घुसता है सब चोर है, कोई ऐसा नहीं है जो चोर नहीं है, मगर कोई हीरा चोर है, कोई खीरा चोर है, चोर तो सब है।
हम अभी बिहार में पढ़े हैं, सारा कुछ किया, पढ़ाई के लिए हमें बाहर जाना पड़ता है, हेल्थ ही नहीं है, मम्मी की तबीयत खराब रहती है, हमें दिल्ली एम्स जाना पड़ता है, मैक्स जाना पड़ता है, हमें वेदांता जाना पड़ता है। बिहार में ना हेल्थ है ना एजुकेशन है, कुछ भी नहीं है, ना जॉब्स है।
किसी को कुछ पैसा भी मिला, लोग खाने के लिए मर गए हैं, पानी नहीं मिल रहा है, ट्रेन चल रही, खाने का कुछ मुहैया नहीं है।
बिहार में दारू और बालू सिर्फ कागज पर बंद हुआ है। आए दिन बालू भी बिक रहा है और दारू भी बिक रहा है। कागज पर सरकार बंद कर दिए हैं बालू और दारू। जाके देखिए, शाम में मिलिए, जाके देखिए क्षेत्र में मिलिए, देखिए आपको सब पिया हुआ मिलेगा। जनता को सर एक्टिव है, प्रशासन को एक्टिव होना पड़ेगा। सरकार को प्रशासन अभी चाह लेगी सर, प्रशासन कल मुंगेर दुर्गा पूजा में गोली मार सकती है। हम जो दुर्गा जी उठाने वाले को, तो प्रशासन दारू लाने वाले गोली नहीं मार सकती है। जो मूर्ति उठाएगा उसको गोली मारेगी,
जो दारू लगा उसको गोली मार देगा। ऐसा करने लगेगा तो
उठाने वाला गोली मारिएगा आप। जो दुर्गा जी का मूर्ति उठाएगा उसको गोली मार सकते हैं आप, ये अलाव है? और मारते हैं वहाँ पे लिपि सिंह है, वहाँ पर मार दीजिए गोली। या दारू आने वाले को गोली नहीं मारिए आप, वहाँ कमीशन आता है, कैसे मारिएगा?
किस तरह का, जैसे कि घर में नाली है, रोड है, फलना है, चिलना है, थोड़ा बच्चा बुतरुक वैकेंसी नहीं निकल रहा है, वो सब होवे तब ना देने में मजा आएगा। और जब कुछ होवे न करेगा तो सरकार बन के क्या करेंगे।
बदलाव यही आएगा कि थोड़ा गुंडागर्दी खत्म हो जाए, राज्य को संभालने वाला कोई बढ़िया नेता चाहिए जो जनता को रोजगार दे, जो कोविड-19 में जो मजदूर आए हैं उनके लिए कोई कारखाना कल कारखाना लगवाए।
First time voter with me. She has been given a rose and also a certificate for voting for the first time. We'll talk to her to know what were her priorities. आपका नाम क्या है?
कुमारी अंकिता।
आपने पहली बार वोट दिया?
जी पहली बार वोट दिया मैंने।
क्या मुद्दे थे दिमाग में जब वोट देने आई हैं आप?
यही कि हमारे जमुई का विकास हो, जो भी बने वो हमारा मतलब हेल्प कर सके।
तो क्या विकास तो एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है, वो कौन सा कंसर्न था?
हमें जॉब मिले, जॉब मिले। हाँ
जॉब मिले।
हाँ जॉब मिले, हम लोग बस इसलिए दे रहे हैं कि हम लोग को जॉब मिले।
अच्छा
हाँ सब।
स्कूलिंग की क्या व्यवस्था है जमुई में, क्या हालत है? स्कूलिंग कॉलेजेस की क्या हालत है?
स्कूलिंग कॉलेजेस सब ठीक है, लेकिन चाहते हैं और भी बेहतर हो और भी अच्छे बने।
अच्छा।
और सबको जॉब मिले, जितने भी मतलब पढ़ रहे विद्यार्थी सबको जॉब मिले।
For example, you'll see that 2 voters are about to enter. Let's see if anybody anywhere is taking their temperature or not, because that is one of the guidelines which is supposed to be followed by the authorities, that every voter's temperature has to be checked. And if the person's temperature is not up to the mark, then it has to be checked twice, and if it is still not up to the mark, then the voter has to be asked to come for the polling towards the ending hours of the polling. Apart from that, there has to be sanitizers and soaps available. Now, first, you can see that nobody checked their temperatures. आप में से किसी का टेम्परेचर लिया गया था जब आप अंदर आए थे?
नहीं।
टेम्परेचर लिया गया?
नहीं।
कोई आपका कोई सैनिटाइजर वगैरह कहीं कुछ दिखा?
नहीं।
हाथ वगैरह साफ करने के लिए? नहीं। मैम, आपका किसी ने टेम्परेचर लिया था जब आप अंदर आए थे? कोई आपको सैनिटाइजर या सोप वगैरह? अच्छा, यहाँ पे आपको ऐसा कुछ बोला गया है कि दूर खड़े रहिए, कोई सर्कल बना के
बताया गया?
जी, ऐसा मैंने कहा तब किया गया, मेंटेन किया गया सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग।
आपके बोलने के बाद?
जी, मैंने रिक्वेस्ट किया तब हुआ। जी।
लेकिन वो जो सर्कल्स बनाने थे अथॉरिटीज को, वो कहीं दिख रहे हैं आपको इस पोलिंग बूथ?
कोई सर्कल नहीं दिख रहा, कोई सर्कल नहीं दिख रहा।
और आपका भी टेम्परेचर वगैरह कुछ लिया नहीं गया?
जी नहीं, कुछ नहीं, उस तरह का कोई स्क्रीनिंग नहीं हुई है।
So polling for Bihar Assembly Elections 2020 started on Wednesday with 71 constituencies which went for polling in this first phase. Talking about voters turnout, the grand total of first phase polling in the state was 53.54%. Banka region actually noted highest voter turnout, that was 59.57%, and lowest was Munger with 47.36. The fate of 1,066 candidates were decided by 2.14 crore voters in first phase on Wednesday. In Gaya, with camera person Rakesh Chawla, this is Santya for Mirror Now.
Well, there you go, a series of issues and various voices from those constituencies where people went to vote today. Let's say good evening to the panelists who are joining us right now. Neha Joshi, spokesperson for the BJP, Dr. Rajay Pandey, national spokesperson for the Lok Jan Shakti Party, Rajiv Ranjan, spokesperson for Janata Dal United, Anand Madhav, media coordinator and chairman for the Manifesto Committee and Research Development for Bihar Congress, and Aarti Jairat, senior journalist. Aarti Jairat, let's begin with you. And your sense about the voter turnout that we saw. There were, there were doubts about how many people would want to step out, come out and cast their vote amidst a pandemic. But we've pretty much achieved 54% here. How do you view this?
Yes. In fact, I was one of those who really felt that the voter turnout would be low this time because of the pandemic. But clearly people are feeling the urge to come out and vote because there is an issue at stake here. And the issue is, do you want Nitish Kumar back as chief minister or not? And I think that issue has been clearly defined and really energized by these two young campaigners, Tejasvi Yadav and Chirag Paswan, who have made Nitish Kumar the main issue of the election. And I think that is what has energized voters because, this is a 6 p.m. turnout. It's bound to go up. Usually when the final figure comes in, it does go up. And it should, probably reach around 2015 when again voters felt the urge to come out and vote, because there was that Mahagathbandhan of Nitish and Lalu, and that seemed to attract and energize voters a lot. So I think we're seeing a similar kind of energy in this election, which has come quite unexpectedly. And this is largely due to the campaign of these two young leaders, Tejasvi and Chirag, who I think have put it pretty clearly to the voters. Do you want Nitish Kumar back as Chief Minister, or do you not want him back?
Yes, I think, that's very an interesting turn of events, especially in the last few weeks, I would say, that we've seen where not just Tejasvi Yadav, but also Chirag Paswan has become a key face, and a lot of conversation from all sides, irrespective of which political party it has been about these two. So Neha Joshi, does it make BJP a little anxious that there is still this amount of excitement amongst people to come out and vote? Maybe they have a message to give about Nitish Kumar.
Thank you, Tanvi. Absolutely not, as an answer to your question. Because, I think Bihar, like you, I've been following the Bihar elections. And, Bihar is a very hard state to call. I would like to remind everyone here that in 2005, which was the end of the Lalu Rabri rule in Bihar, the voter turnout was very, very low. You would have expected that more people came out because they were fed up of the Jungle Raj, but actually the voter turnout had dropped considerably from the previous elections. So I think, the Bihari voter in general is a very mature voter. Even you would see, when you ask them about what party they support, the answer is very nuanced. They're very particular and very clear about, who they want in the center, who they want in the state, who they want in the Zilla Panchayat. So I think Bihar elections are very difficult to call. It's very tricky. And as far as the NDA is concerned, we are absolutely sure that we're going to get 3/4 majority and we're going to form a government again in Bihar with Nitish Kumar as the chief minister. So we're not nervous one bit.
Dr. Ajay Pandey, what is your view? Your party has become extremely, a crucial factor this election. This kind of a turnout, what does it signify? If at all it signifies anything.
Yeah, thank you, Tanvi. But first of all, before coming to our question, I want to congratulate your team for exposing this violation of election code of conduct, this COVID protocol being not followed. I'm going to take it up tomorrow with the election commissioner, and this was my apprehension, and we were writing, and we took the matter to the Supreme Court also in my usual capacity. So I'm very saddened today. I'm shocked that kind of negligence being practiced there by the election commission and playing havoc with the life and health of the people of Bihar. That is my major concern. Then, of course, coming to LJP. See, one very clear fact. Today, LJP has emerged the largest political party of Bihar in terms of number of seats we are contesting. We were asked by our friends, S12 friends, that from where we are going to get number, we have 5% voting share, etc., etc. That stands exposed today. As on now, LJP is the largest party contesting on the highest number of the seats. Now coming to the ground report received from our candidates who are contesting in this first phase, around 41 seats we are contesting. The reports are very encouraging, and we are sure, and I'm saying on your channel, that the days of Nitish Kumar is numbered. The voting percentage may seem 53, 54, what RP was saying, but keeping the background in view, COVID, this kind of percentage, had it not been COVID, it would have been as high as 85 or 90%. And if you are ready to accept that argument of 85 and 9%, then the political history of the country has proved that highest number of turnout means it is the vote against the present government, and that is Mr. Nitish Kumar.
Okay, one quick response from Rajiv Ranjan on that before we move on to conversation number 2. Yes, Mr. Rajiv Ranjan.
देखिए, सबसे पहली बात तो यह है कि अभी किसी भी इलेक्शन में अभी बीजेपी के स्पोक्सपर्सन ने भी कहा कि वोटर्स टर्नआउट से किस पार्टी के पक्ष में मतदान हो रहा है और किसके खिलाफ मतदान हो रहा है, ये कभी साबित नहीं हो पाता, अलग अलग मौके पर अलग अलग परिणाम है। लेकिन हमारा ये मानना है कि नीतीश कुमार जी ने जो कुछ भी किया है, मैंडेट उस पर वो मांग रहे हैं, जिन लोगों ने कुछ नहीं किया वो सब जुबान दिखा रहे हैं। और बिहार के वोटर्स परिपक्व हैं, बयानबाज नेताओं को भी पहचानते हैं और बिहार को बदलने वाले नेता को भी पहचानते हैं। और जो कुछ भी नीतीश कुमार जी के आने वाले समय के लिए 5 वर्षों का रोड मैप है, वो उस पर भरोसा इसलिए करेंगे कि वो एकमात्र ऐसे नेता हैं, उन्होंने जब भी जो कहा है, मैं ऑन रिकॉर्ड ये कह रहा हूं, जब भी उन्होंने जो कहा, जिन बड़े वायदों को उन्होंने कहा उसको जमीन पर उतारा है। और उन मुद्दों को कई बार मैं दोहरा चुका हूं आपके चैनल पर, आपका टाइम मैं उसको दोहराने में नहीं अभी लूंगा, लेकिन मैं इतना जरूर कहना चाहूंगा, अजय जी या कांग्रेस के स्पोक्स पर्सन को मैं एक बात जरूर कहना चाहूंगा, उम्मीदें बहुत ज्यादा मत पाल लीजिए। एक अंदर ही अंदर आपकी सहमति बनी है कांग्रेस, आरजेडी और एलजेपी की, वो हम लोग जानते हैं। लेकिन नीतीश कुमार जी को पसंद करने वाले मतदाता नारे लगा करके वोट नहीं करते हैं, वो काफी चुपचाप अपने तरीके से अपनी पसंद और अपनी नापसंद जाहिर करते हैं। और इसीलिए बहुत आक्रामक तेवर वाले मतदाताओं के खिलाफ भी बिहार में काफी अच्छे तरीके की होती रही है। और इस गोलबंदी की वजह से नीतीश कुमार जी एक बार फिर अपराजय जनादेश के साथ बिहार के अगले मुख्यमंत्री होने जा रहे हैं। और मैं आपको ये बता देना चाहता हूं, आज का जो वोटर टर्नआउट है, निसंदेह ये इनकम्बेंसी के फेवर में ये है। ये एंटी इनकम्बेंसी कोई वेव जैसी स्थिति बिहार में नहीं है। जो सड़कों पर चल रहे हैं उनको पता है बिहार कितना बदला, जो घरों में रोशनी देख रहे हैं उनको पता है, जिनके घरों में आज पानी, पीने का पानी पहुंचा है, जिनके यहाँ नालियां बनी है, जिन मुद्दों को लेकर कांग्रेस और आरजेडी, जिन्होंने बिहार में 58 वर्षों तक शासन किया, बुनियादी जरूरतें भी वो पूरी कर पाने में असफल रहे। आज लोग बोलते हैं ये नहीं हुआ, इसलिए कि ये तो निश्चित तौर पर एक ऐसी सरकार है जिसने कुछ किया, तो लोगों को लगता है और कुछ होना चाहिए। पहले कुछ नहीं होता था, लोगों की उम्मीदें नहीं थी, लोग किसी तरह से निकल जाना चाहते थे उस दौर से, और उसमें नीतीश कुमार जी ने उनकी मदद की, जनता का आशीर्वाद मिला और एक सरकार बनी।
Okay, I just want to quote data just for our viewers to understand. Aarti was referring to this as well. We're seeing nearly 54% turnout in phase 1. This is just phase 1, 71 constituencies. But if you compare it to the past voter turnouts in 2015, it was 56.66% when JDU and RJD actually came together to fight elections. In 2010, it was 52.67%. 2005, it was much lower at 45.85%. In 2000, it was 62.57%. So, if you compare it to the last 3 times, we're pretty much on the good side of it. And why is that happening? Anand Madhab, does this surprise your party? How's your party viewing it?
First of all, I would like to tell you all that we are happy with this kind of turnout, because we were not pretty sure about this turnout. We all know the condition everywhere in India or the world. So I do agree with the point raised by Dr. Pandey that it would have been much bigger turnout than the current thing. Second thing, whatever Rajiv Ranjan ji has mentioned right now, there is no harm in daydreaming, that I would like to say here. So this vote is for the change, which will reflect very much on 10th of this month. And Congress and RJD Gathbandhan and Left Gathbandhan have done pretty well in the first phase, and this is the decisive phase, and we have seen we will see the outcome of this particular phase, and at the same time this will impact on second and third. So whatever people have done, it is on the paper only. There is nothing on the ground. There is nothing concrete which Mr. Rajiv Ranjan can mention on it. Of course, they have been able in past couple of elections. They have managed the chair, and they have been able to make the fool. So what they have done. And at the same time, the people were also talking about this Prime Minister's charisma, which has completely failed here. No one is willing to talk about on the issues which has been raised by him. So it is only the local issue. Important issue is the unemployment. Important issue is the farmers issue. Important issue is the women's issue. And anything you talk about, anything you talk about the crime, you talk about any the crime against women, you talk about that out of school children here, you talk about the malnutrition figure is going every day. And whenever you talk the people from either from the BJP or you talk to people from the JDU, they will jump into the last 15 to 15 years. So what they have done, they don't have anything to show at all. So that is quite surprising. Why can't they talk about their things which they have done? They are talking about the electricity. We all know, even Chief Minister accepted the electricity has reached only up to the 80% villages. Now he is saying the 100% it has reached. Surprise. The Nal Jan Yojana, it has not reached to many of the houses, and where there is Nal is there is no water. So all these facts, they are talking about the roads. You go from Bhagalpur to Kahalgaon, you go from Ara to Dinara, you will see what is what. So everything is crystal clear. So all you don't try to fool the people. People are knowing what is fact. Of course, it's your wisdom. You can always go for the daydreaming. Yeah. Yes, Tanu?
Well, we'll figure what people know and what they say, who they're getting convinced by only on November 10th, and that's the day we will have all of you back. I want to move on to this next point, but 30 seconds to Neha Joshi since she's been wanting to respond to this.
Tanvi, what I feel is that, the Congress has lost touch with the ground so much, they don't even see the solid work that the BJP comes back on. They keep trying to reduce it to, the Prime Minister's charisma. It's actually the Prime Minister's hard work. I'll just give you an example of this small village, Lachmaniya in Khagadia district in Bihar. I happened to visit a village there, which was basically inhabited by the Musahar community, one of the most backward communities in Bihar. You should have seen the internal road network in that village. Every woman there was a part of an SHG group. They had got grant from the government. They were all engaged in some livelihood activity. They all had electricity in their houses. Prime Minister Awas had been allotted to them. All of this happened in the past 6 years. If the Congress had, even tried to reach the voters, even tried to know what the voters wanted, they wouldn't be talking in the tone they are right now. So, the less said about the Congress RJD Gathbandhan, the better.
Okay, I want to thank you. Move on to the second talking point, which. No. Let's just come on to the second talking point, and I assure you, all of you would want to have a say in that as well, and which is the Chirag factor. Let me just directly ask Dr. Ajay Pandey this. Dr. Ajay Pandey, whose B team is Chirag Paswan?
कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. And now this goalpost of B team, for if Rajiv Ranjan, I am B team of BJP. Then for Madhav, I'm the B team of BJP. Then for Rajiv Ranjan, I may be the B team of RJD. So it deserves no comment. We are just one team, and that is a team of people of Bihar. That is Bihar first and Bihari first. And we have proved this by contesting the highest number of seats. The law and orders of situation, what has happened in Munger last night, proves our apprehension about the law and order situation. We walked out of this alliance, Tanvi, on law and order situation when Chirag Paswan visited the Nalanda and the people complained about 100 number not working, and we sought an appointment with Nitish Kumar 3 years back. No appointment was given to discuss the law and order situation, and we knew that Bihar is sitting on a bomb. And today the bomb has exploded. It was just not the unarmed devotees of Mata Durga. They are talking of empowerment of women. The people were killed on Navratra night and were on Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Chowk. Who is Lipi Singh? Lipi Singh is the officer against whom many strong strictures have been passed by Patna High Court. I ask Rajiv Ranjan today to share here openly and admit what was the compulsion that after the strictures of Patna High Court, why Lipi Singh was given districts after districts. I want to ask Rajiv Ranjan, this is
no, but here is my point.
Asking about?
No. No, but here is my question, which I don't understand, Dr. Pandey. How can you go out there and ask people to vote against JDU but vote for the BJP? Aren't you just confusing the voter when JDU and BJP are actually fighting this election together? What is it that you're trying to do?
After this, I love this question, Tanvi. Thank you for asking me this. After this B team, now this is another gimmick going on around LJP. Neha just now mentioned Lakhmania incident. She narrated a whole list of changes. Can anyone here tell me what is the role of Nitish Kumar in it? She mentioned all the national schemes of the Prime Minister Modi. So we said that intentions are important, plan are the important, SIP is important, but the captain of the SIP is also important. And Mr. Nitish Kumar has failed as the captain of the SIP. He begged for 5 years from the people of Bihar in 2005. People of Bihar has given him 15 years and he keeps on referring about road. My dear friend Nitish Kumarji, as a journalist, I have worked very closely with you. I know your entire in and out. I have been in Patna. Sher Shah built Grand Trunk Road in 5 years. Calcutta to Peshawar. The entire world still remembers it. Tell me a road, tell me a work for which you will be remembered in the history.
Tanu, can I make a point here?
Anand Madhav wants to make a point before I get the others to respond. Yes.
Yes, I would like to ask only one question.
जी मैं आ रही हूँ आपके पास राजीव रंजन जी.
That LJP is fighting against whom? Against BJP or against NDA?
Yeah.
Or against JDU? This is a very important question. Or against Mahagathbandhan. Because we all know Chanakya is from Bihar, and as per the Chanakya's theory, it says the friends is friend, and JDU and BJP is friend. Then how can JDU become, and LJP and BJP is friend? Then how come become JDU is enemy of LJP? The first thing. So it's very obvious and very clear that LJP is a pseudo player on behalf of BJP, and BJP is also playing with many other partners. BJP is fighting election with one hand JDU, another hand with LJP, and another one is also with OIC. And people can see it very with their open eyes, that what is happening here. So it's a smarter thing which BJP is doing, but they will be not a success in this election. And even just 1 second.
That's an interesting point.
See the poster. Yeah, you can see the posters of BJP where there is no picture of Nitish Kumar. Yes.
Yes, but in the posters of JDU, there is Nitish Kumar and Narendra Modi. Rajiv Ranjan
Right.
Is the BJP then taking you for a ride? They're friends with you. They're getting LJP to campaign for them as well. क्या हो रहा है यहाँ?
अच्छा तन्वी जी, मुझे धैर्य के साथ सुनिएगा. सबसे पहले तो मैं कांग्रेस को बताना चाहूंगा, बीजेपी या इवन जिस आरजेडी के साथ ये खड़े हैं, आरजेडी के पोस्टर्स में सोनिया गांधी की तस्वीर नहीं है. लेकिन माधव जी को बहुत हैरानी इसलिए नहीं होगी कि दरअसल बिहार में कांग्रेस जमींदोज हो चुकी है, इसलिए कांग्रेस के नेता की तस्वीर नहीं है तो इन्हें बहुत परेशान होने की
राहुल जी की तस्वीर है. राहुल जी की तस्वीर है. आप देखिए, गौर से देखिए. आप देखिए जाके है पोस्टर.
आनंद जी, मैंने आपको टोका नहीं था. धैर्य रखिए, अपनी बारी का इंतजार कीजिए. तो पहली बात तो ये है कि दूसरों के बीच ताक झांक करने के बजाय अपनी हैसियत भी कांग्रेस को बिहार में देख लेनी चाहिए.
आप क्या हैसियत बताएंगे? आपकी हैसियत जनता बताएगी.
नहीं, आप ऐसे तो नहीं सुन पाइएगा. फिर तो आप ही बोल लीजिए. तन्वी जी से
शब्दों का चयन आप थोड़ा ठीक कीजिए.
नहीं तो फिर अगली बात तो मैं नहीं बात करूंगा.
Okay, one minute, please. Okay, Anand Madhav, let him finish, please. Rajiv Ranjan, finish your point.
But he should select a word which can be used on a platform like this.
आप मुझे मत नसीहत दीजिए आनंद माधव जी. लोग जानते हैं मैं किस तरह से बात करता हूँ. मेरी शालीनता को लेकर के किसी ने सवाल खड़े नहीं किए. आपको भी नहीं करना.
हैसियत पे जब उंगली उठाएंगे तो फिर सुनना पड़ेगा भाई साहब.
नहीं, पहले मैं तन्वी जी मैं नहीं बात
Okay, okay, Anand Madhav, now let him make his point, please. I don't want this back and forth and overlapping happening. Yes, can I just hear Rajiv Ranjan on this?
देखिए, अब मैं सुन रहा था अभी अजय पांडे जी को। अब स्थिति ये है कि बिहार के कानून व्यवस्था को सुधारने के लिए पुलिस पर भरोसा नहीं करेंगे। जितने बिहार के बाहुबली हैं, सूरज भान जी से लेकर के रामा सिंह, सारे जो बड़े बाहुबली हैं उनको ये इलाकों की कमान दे देंगे। इनका जो रोड मैप है, बिहार में बाहुबलियों, धन बलियों, पैसे लेकर के टिकट देने के आरोप एलजेपी पर आज नहीं लग रहे हैं, ये शुरू से लगते रहे हैं। ये किस तरह का मॉडल है? चिराग पासवान ने अपने निर्वाचन क्षेत्र में हार की आशंका से पिछली बार जमुई बदलने का निर्णय कर लिया था, लेकिन लोगों ने कहा कि ये गलत मैसेज जाएगा, आपको लड़ना चाहिए और नीतीश कुमार जी जब हैं तो आप चुनाव भी जीत जाएंगे। नहीं तो वो हाजीपुर जाना चाहते थे। दरअसल ये राजनीति का संक्रमण काल है। सोने की चम्मच लीजिए और जो टेस्टेड लीडरशिप है, जिसने मौसम के थपेड़ों को महसूस किया, जिसने संघर्ष से अपनी जमीन तैयार की, जो शिखर तक पहुंचा वो दिखा लोगों को, लेकिन संघर्ष नहीं दिखा, उनसे मुकाबला करने वाला कौन व्यक्ति है? जिसकी पहचान केवल रामविलास पासवान का सुपुत्र होना है। तेजस्वी यादव अगर लालू प्रसाद जी के सुपुत्र नहीं होते तो बेरोजगारों के कतार में खड़े होते। राहुल गांधी जी, सोनिया गांधी जी और राजीव गांधी जी के सुपुत्र हैं। देखिए, बिहार की राजनीति में मैंने कहा मतदाता बहुत परिपक्व है। वंशवाद पर एक निर्णायक जनादेश बिहार की जनता देगी और नारे और हंगामे के जरिए जो बिहार का चुनावी परिदृश्य बदलना चाहते हैं, वो समझ नहीं पाते हैं कि ये लोकनायक जयप्रकाश नारायण की क्रांति भूमि है और ये जितने छत्रप हैं उस आंदोलन के गर्व से पैदा हुए और भ्रष्टाचार और वंशवाद के खिलाफ लोकनायक जयप्रकाश नारायण ने आंदोलन का आह्वान किया। ये सब कांग्रेस से भी ज्यादा नीचे चले गए। स्थिति ये है कि इनके परिवार में 4 लोग हैं।
ठीक है राजीव रंजन जी, लेकिन मेन मुद्दे पे आते हैं।
नहीं, ये मुद्दा है तन्वी जी, आप लोग
पर आप मुझे ये बताएं,
मुझे नहीं समझ
पर आप मुझे ये बताएं
कैसा है कि मुझे इनके फ्लॉज पर बोलने का अधिकार है या नहीं, या ये केवल हमें आईना दिखाएंगे?
आपने बात कर ली इनके फ्लॉज पे, आप भी जानते हैं और मैं भी जानती हूँ कि इस इलेक्शन में कौन सी पार्टी कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है।
पृष्ठभूमि क्या है? लोजपा से उनके उम्मीदवारों के बारे में पूछ लीजिए, कौन कहां से आया, उसकी पृष्ठभूमि क्या है, कितने मुकदमे रहे हैं और कौन किसका पुत्र है, किसका भाई है। पूछ लीजिए इनके कुल उम्मीदवारों के बारे में जो लोकसभा में आए हैं।
Can I come in here because he has directly leveled 3-4 allegations on our party and the honorable president of the party.
Yes.
Tanvi ji, can I come in here? Can I come in here?
Okay. Let's not get so vitriolic and ugly here, Rajiv Ranjan. इतना ज्यादा vitriolic या personal नहीं होंगे आज यहाँ पे. Let Dr. Ajay Pandey respond to your bigger charge.
Yes, see, he has leveled 2-3 charges. First, Chirag Paswan wanted to change the constituency. It is a very hypothetical thing. He is a 2-time MP from Jamui. But let me know, Mr. Rajiv Ranjan ji, कि नीतीश कुमार जी चुनाव क्यों नहीं लड़ते? चिराग पासवान तो कंस्टिट्यूएंसी बदलते हैं। लेट मी अभी 15 साल का बता दीजिए, इसलिए तो हम कह रहे हैं कि अब उनको चलने कहिए, वो बहुत साल रहे, बहुत साल रूल कीजिए। अब आप आइए, आपका हम स्वागत करेंगे। दूसरी बात, क्रिमिनल इंसिडेंट, प्लीज पुट इट ऑन रिकॉर्ड। None of our candidate contesting in this election is convicted. None of them. Rama Singh is not in our party. Suraj Bhan is not contesting. So please don't confuse the voters here by giving wrong information. अब अक्सर
अब तक आपके साथ ये लोग रहे हैं या नहीं रहे?
राजीव
भाई, आपके नहीं अजय जी, मैंने वंशवाद का आरोप लगाया। रामचंद्र पासवान जी के सुपुत्र भी एमपी हैं, चिराग पासवान भी एमपी हैं, पशुपति पारस भी एमपी हैं।
ठीक है।
इन तमाम
Rajiv Ranjan, now you will have to extend the same courtesy. Rajiv Ranjan ji, now you have to extend the same courtesy. अब आपको भी वही धैर्य दिखाना पड़ेगा जो आपने कांग्रेस से मांगा, अब वही धैर्य आप दिखाइए जब एलजेपी बात कर रही है. यस डॉक्टर पांडे
जी थैंक यू. अभी ये जो पास्ट में रहने की इनकी आदत है, तो लेट मी से 2 लाइंस फॉर राजीव, इज अ वेरी लर्नेड फ्रेंड. छीन गया मुल्क आजादी, छीन गया मुल्क आजादी, अब भी मैं अपनी यादों पे हुकूमत कर रहा हूं. अरे इट इज टाइम हियर टू गिव द परफॉर्मेंस रिपोर्ट, not to discuss the Banswar. We will request Tanvi to have a separate debate. And I tell you, Rajiv Bhai, we will emerge winner on that point also. They are the elected people. The Janta of Jamui has elected Chirag Paswan twice. The Karyakarta of LJP has elected him as the president. You may not be following the same pattern in the JDU. We know what your leader has done to George Fernandez, to Sharad Yadav, to Manji ji, to Lalu Yadav. Don't remind me of putting down all those histories of Manniya Chacha ji, who is busy in counting the number of children of the friends instead of ruling and providing governance to the people of Bihar. Today you stand completely exposed.
Okay. This as this war of words happens between JDU and LJP, and frankly, that's gone on for too long. But still, the basic question remains: how is one, as a voter, supposed to view this? Aarti Jairath, your view on what's going on in and around the LJP?
See, the LJP is being very disingenuous, Tanvi. I mean, they're blaming Nitish Kumar for misgovernance, misrule, corruption, whatever. Completely forgetting that this is a coalition government. There is a deputy chief minister who belongs to the BJP, who is also the home minister of the state. So I'm very sorry. If you are blaming Nitish Kumar, you also have to blame the BJP. You know, Chirag Paswan, the LJP, is being very cleverly used by the BJP to firewall itself from the anti-incumbency that Nitish Kumar is facing. And by his blistering attack on Nitish Kumar, he is completely trying to sideline or sidetrack from the BJP's association with this government, which, I mean, surely all of us can see that the BJP is very much a part of this government. So, you know, when they say that the LJP is the B team of the BJP, I'm sorry, it's there for everybody to see. And whatever the politicians may say on your show tonight, whatever they may say in their rallies, if you go to Bihar and you talk to people, and I've been reading all the reports that have been coming from Bihar, everybody is convinced that there is a secret understanding between the LJP and the BJP. So you can go on denying it as much as you want to, Mr. Ajay Pandey and the BJP spokesperson, but this is what the people of Bihar believe. And that's what counts. Because when they go to vote, they will vote with this in mind.
Right, and frankly, it's a very convenient place for the BJP, Neha Joshi. Either which ways, you emerge as a stronger party out of this.
At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what any political analyst sitting in Delhi or Mumbai or any other studio thinks. The fact of the matter is, in my opening comments, I said that the voter of Bihar is unlike, the voter of any other state. They are very, very mature. They know who they want to vote for. And a ploy like this that is being manufactured in TV studios, that's not going to work. LJP was a part of the NDA, still is a part of the NDA at the center. However, they decided that they don't want to, it just did not work out. He was too ambitious. He wanted something that the BJP could not, the NDA could not agree to. And here we are. He's contesting elections by himself. He's trying to ride the sympathy wave. My party president has categorically gone on to clarify. In fact, the Prime Minister himself has clarified that LJP, as far as the Bihar elections are concerned, is not a part of the NDA. We've categorically said that they are nothing more than a vote cutter party in the Bihar elections. So, like I said, analysts can come up
So you won't join hands with them post the
Never
elections?
said that.
To
The
vote
Prime
for the
Minister
solid
never
work
said that.
delivered by NDA government. They're not going to vote on theories. They're going to vote on the solid work, the numbers, the statistics that are all in public domain. That's what they're going to vote for, and not based on these theories.
ये बात कुछ हजम नहीं हुई.
Yes, Aarti Jarat.
बीजेपी
No, the
एलजेपी
Prime
की बात.
Minister never said that Chirag Paswan is a vote cutter. It's other BJP leaders who've said that. I'm sorry, get your facts right, Neha Joshi. And in fact, the Prime Minister has been taking sideswipes the Prime Minister has been taking sideswipes at Nitish Kumar in his rallies, which everybody has noted. You are absolutely right. The voter of Bihar is very smart, very mature, and he's not going to be taken in by all the rubbish that politicians feed them. It's not the political analysts sitting in studios.
Well, then let me ask Rajiv Ranjan this question.
Politicians who confuse the voters.
I think experts can be sitting wherever, but they understand the pulse of the voter basis their interactions, and that's what it is. And people are not fools either, especially not in the voters of Bihar. बट राजीव रंजन जी मुझे ये बताएं कि इलेक्शन के बाद जरूरत पड़ी तो अब आप एलजेपी के साथ अलायंस बनाएंगे कि नहीं?
देखिए, पॉलिटिक्स का चेहरा इतना बदरंग हो गया है कि इस पर कई तरह की बातें कही जाएंगी और मैं उस पर अभी कोई कमेंट नहीं करना चाहूंगा. जो पॉलिटिक्स का चेहरा है इस पर अब बात करने की स्थिति नहीं है. अपने अपने कमीज को सफेद बनाने की कोशिश हम सब लोग करेंगे. मैं एक बात जरूर कहना चाहता हूं, बिहार का वोटर बिल्कुल ही सीधा मैंडेट देने जा रहा है और जो जिंदाबाद और मुर्दाबाद के नारे लगाने वाले लोग हैं, ग्राउंड रिपोर्टिंग करने वाले रिपोर्टर से बात करिए. उनकी जो छवि है और जो उनके काम करने के तौर तरीके हैं, बिहार की बड़ी संख्या में मतदाता समूहों को वो नाराज कर रहे हैं. और मतदाता मुक्त समर्थन जिसको देगा, जो चुप रह करके वोट करेगा, उस अलायंस का नाम है एनडीए और जिसके नेता नीतीश कुमार हैं. और इस तरह के आक्रामक बयानबाजी से और नीतीश कुमार को यह कहना कि उन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया, लेकिन एक परिवार के 4 लोगों को सांसद बनाना, बाहुबलियों को टिकट देने वाली पार्टी चेंज की बात कर रही है, बिहार बदलने की बात कर रही है. कांग्रेस जैसी पार्टी जिसने बिहार को फ्रेट इक्वलाइजेशन का तोहफा दिया, जिसने सेस रॉयल्टी में बिहार का नुकसान पहुंचाया, जिसने हर 5 ईयर प्लान में बिहार को रौंदने का काम किया, वो पलायन के लिए जवाबदेह पार्टी और उसके बाद राजद का 15 साल का जंगल राज, ये बिहार को बदलने जा रहे हैं. जनता को मूर्ख मत समझिए. जनता जानती है किसको क्या देना है, किसको आशीर्वाद देना है, किसको अभिशाप देना है, और इसका नतीजा सामने आएगा. कौन कहां होगा, एलजेपी कहीं नहीं होगी, ये तय है.
Okay, I want to move on to the third big talking point that we had, and which was the politics that's unfolded, unfortunately, over a law and order incident that took place yesterday, the firing that took place in Munger. And I want to understand, Anand Madhav, why is it that the opposition parties are comparing this to the firing of General Dyer? This was a problem on ground where police was under attack. Should they not have responded?
Don't you see it's quite surprising that a lady police officer who has been marked by the High Court as well a couple of times, a couple of remarks has been given, she has been posted there, and it was the procession for the religious purpose, and firing has been done. So of course, and 1 people have died and 25 are injured. So this is a very serious case and the failure of the complete administration there. So of course the question will raise. And everyone will raise the question against it. So that's why the RJD leader and Congress leader, they have raised their voice. Even the LJP has raised their eyebrows and raised the question against the Nitish Kumar's administration. It's a complete failure. As I have mentioned even in earlier, that there is a growth in crime rate by 150% in the regime of Nitish Kumar. They are always talking about the jungle raj of last 15 years, but they are not seeing their own thing which has been done. There is a growth of crime against women is 175%. This is not what Anand Madhav is telling. This is the thing which is mentioned by the NCRB and the SCRB. So, and everywhere it's a failure. Rajiv Ranjan was praising a lot about the development. It's the developmental index set by the Niti Aayog. It's at the lowest above the country. So everywhere the government is failure. Even this administration, you can see the video. What is happening? The police is running after the people, and people they are running from here to there just to save themselves, their life. Yes.
Neha Joshi, on the eve of elections, if this kind of a situation develops, there is bound to be a question mark on the law and order situation under the NDA.
Two points here I'd like to make. First of all, what happened in Munger was extremely unfortunate. This was a peaceful procession. This was a religious procession, and we saw several videos that have surfaced. And because the Model Code of Conduct is is enforced right now, our party has also asked the Election Commission to intervene and direct the administration. The SP, as I understand, has been suspended for now, and an inquiry is going to be launched against her too, as to why the SOP was not followed. Why were extreme measures deployed in controlling the crowd, even if there was a need? And now coming to the second issue, the Congress spokesperson very easily, tried to say the crime rate has increased. He quoted NCRB and all of that. Didn't give one statistic, because anybody who has lived in Bihar pre 2005 knows what it was like. You couldn't step out of your homes. Anybody who's traveled in rural Bihar will tell you that there were कई बार लाशें टंगी हुई मिलती थी गांव के चौराहों पर. लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन ऐसा था बिहार में. So people who are sitting here and talking about law and order should think back of those times. So these are two separate issues that this gentleman mentioned, and for Munger, very unfortunate. I hope action is taken against the perpetrators soon.
Yes, Anand Madhav.
Yes, I'm surprised the kind of things which Neha has mentioned right now about this last and tangi bhi milti thi. I don't know where she has seen all these things, but I have taken the base of 2005.
जिन्होंने ये बताया है मुझे, बोले तो मैं कांटेक्ट करवा दूंगी.
बने आप सुनी सुनाई बातें कह रही हैं. I am telling you the reality which is. I am telling you the reality which is there, and I'm
these are crimes.
I am comparing from 2005 to 2015. You will surprised to know 14,000 rape cases are there. Women has been raped in last these years. So you need to understand what is what, and at the same time only
have criminal backgrounds and not just regular petty crimes. These are heinous crimes, murders, rapes.
16% cases has been only addressed. You are in the rule. Why you are not arresting and sending him or her jail? Why you are standing with the crime? Don't you see that? You are standing with the people who are the culprit of this shelter home case. You are standing with them. You have made the candidate to him, her. And what you are talking about is law and order and everything. I fail to understand. You people are just making the fools to the people, and people are not full of Bihar. Whatever you say, the result we say, and it has been already decided. It is decided.
Okay. Last comment. Last comment from Rajiv Ranjan. Yes, Rajiv Ranjan.
सबसे पहले तो एनसीआरबी के आंकड़ों को लेकर ये गलत बयानी कर रहे हैं. प्रति लाख विजिबल ऑफेंस. आनंद जी, अच्छा नहीं लगता है. बार बार आप करते हैं और बाद में आप कहिएगा कि आप राजीव जी हमको टोक रहे हैं. तो फिर मैं वही करूंगा. अगले डिबेट से हम लोगों की मुलाकात पूरे चुनाव होगी. जो प्रति लाख संज्ञेय अपराध का जो की तालिका है, बिहार 23वें नंबर पर है. महिला उत्पीड़न के मामलों में बिहार 29वें नंबर पर है. बलात्कार के मामले में बिहार 33वें नंबर पर है. और अब मिजोरम, मणिपुर के साथ बिहार को कैसे जोड़कर दिखेंगे? इसलिए आबादी के प्रति लाख व्यक्तियों की इकाई बनाई गई है और उसके आधार पर ये आंकड़े हैं. और मैं इतना जरूर कहना चाहूंगा, गैंगरेप इनको हाथरस राहुल गांधी जाएंगे, बहुत अच्छा काम उन्होंने किया, जरूर जाना चाहिए था, लेकिन राजस्थान जाने की जरूरत नहीं महसूस करेंगे. ये दोहरे मानदंड कांग्रेस को कहां पहुंचाने का काम इन मानदंडों ने किया है, ये कांग्रेस को भी पता नहीं चल पा रहा है। केवल सियासत मत कीजिए, जो मुद्दे जरूरी हैं आपके लिए तेजस्वी यादव के पीछे खड़ा होना आपकी व्यवस्था हो सकती है, लेकिन इससे उस सरकार के जो उस 15 वर्षों का शासन है, जब लाशें टंगी होती थी और एक स्थान पर अनेक शव को जलाए जाते थे, उस दौर को अगर आपने नेहा जोशी को गलत कहा तो मैं चैलेंज आपको करता हूं, 118 नरसंहारों का वो बिहार रहा। उस दौर को बिहार की जनता नहीं भूल सकती है। स्टेटस सिंबल था, बंदूक की नलियां निकली होती थी गाड़ियों से, और शहाबुद्दीन से लेकर के राज वल्लभ यादव जिस पार्टी के नेता हो, उस पार्टी के साथ आपकी मजबूरी हो सकती है, बिहार की जनता की कोई मजबूरी नहीं है।
आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि बिहार की जनता की कोई मजबूरी नहीं है।
Find out what Bihar ki Janta has to think, whether they remember the jungle raj of during the time of the RJD, which was over 15 years ago, and the decade before that, or whether they've moved on from that to newer issues where they will judge what Nitish Kumar has done in his 15 years, including significant improvement in law and order. There is no doubt about that in these 15 years, but was it enough is the question. What he's done in terms of development, is that enough, is the other question. The employment, the migrants crisis, the creation of infrastructure, the weeding away of corruption, all of these issues, Nitish Kumar is on test for his last 3 terms. And it's an uphill task for him individually. Together, how voters perceive the NDA when you bring in the name of the BJP and Prime Minister Modi is a completely different ballgame altogether. We'll wait and watch what happens. Today was just phase 1. 2 more phases to go on 3rd of November and 7th of November, and we'll keep you posted on all the updates. For now, I thank all of my panelists for joining us on this conversation.